My name is Gray, and I'm going through the book of Psalms. Today I am looking in chapter 37. It's a psalm written by David, and it's got 3 points really, encouraging the godly to continue trusting and waiting on God. But then it says also talks about how God protects his people. And then the third point is that God will destroy the wicked. So if you're one of those people that notice here in this world that the people who do evil, they've got nefarious deals going on and actually prospering from there. And you sit and wonder, why, God, is this happening? Why are you letting this happen? And it makes you angry. I just want to say that this chapter is for you. God wrote this specifically for you for this moment. So jump in. Verse 1 says, don't worry about the wicked or envy those who do wrong. This is exactly what I'm saying. We see people do wrong. We see them prosper. We see them get away with it. But this is what God says. For like grass, they soon fade away. They will disappear. Like springs, flowers, they soon wither. Let's not worry about them. God's got them. They are going to disappear. He is going to punish them. But here's what verse 3 to 5 say, and speaking specifically to you and me. When we look at those things, we always start to think, why? What can I do? What can I do for me to prosper as well? This is what God is saying for verses 3 to 5. He says, trust in the Lord and do good. Then you will live safely in the land and prosper. In all that we do, let's do good. Let's continue to do the good, but trusting in God. If we do that, then we will live safely in the land and we will prosper. That's number one, trust in God. Number two, take delight in the Lord. He will give you your heart's desires. That means we put God first. If you're taking delight in God, that means everything that you're doing for God first above everything else. It says when you do that, when you take delight in the Lord, he will give you the things that you desire the most. Reminds me of that verse, isn't it, that says we should seek God first and his kingdom, and everything else will be added to us. Verse 5 says this: commit everything you do in the Lord. Trust him and he will help you. All the plans, all the wishes, everything that you're doing, bring them before the Lord, and he is the one that is going to help you. And we gotta trust him. So there's 3 things that we ought to do as Christians: trust in the Lord, take delight, and commit everything that we do. I will add one more. In verse 7 it says, be still in the presence of the Lord and do not worry. Be still in the presence of the Lord and do not worry. Because if we worry about the evil people that we prosper, we start getting mad. Verse 8 says, stop being angry, because that will also only lead us to harm. So we become like them, being angry and start doing evil because we're being mad at them. Verse 12 to verse 15, it talks about how God protects his people. It talks about how the wicked plot against the godly. Verse 13 says, but the Lord just laughs. They will take up the bows and arrows to strike the poor and the oppressed, but the Lord says it is those very arrows, those very bows that will strike their own hearts. And I just love how God just comes in there and just protects his people. He says, don't worry, even though they come against us, the very thing that they're coming against will turn against themselves. Verse 16 says, it is better to be godly and have little than to be evil and rich. They might be rich and evil, but there's no peace in them. The little that we have, we will be content and we will have peace because we know that we are doing right. Verse 23, it says, where are we? It says, the Lord directs the steps of the godly. For me, I love this. The Lord directs the step of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Though they stumble, they will never fail, for the Lord holds them by their hand. The fact that God directs my steps, I am so grateful, because on my own, I think I would get so many things wrong. And I love that he says that through his grace and his mercy, he says, when we stumble, we will not completely fall over, because he will hold us by his hand. That I love. So if there's one thing that we ought to get in this whole chapter, it's summarized for me in verse 34, which says, come on, put your hope in the Lord. Travel steadily along his path. He will honor you by giving you the land. You will see the wicked destroyed. So let's put our hope in the Lord and walk upon the path that he has set for us, and he will give us the honor. I'd rather have honor from God than from man. But he says that also the wicked will be destroyed. Brothers and sisters, yes, the world's going south, going to port. We see the evil prosper. Let's not worry about it. Let's not envy about it. Leave them in God. We know that God is going to protect us. All we have to do is hope in God and trust in God. God bless you.